there, and we are flying to Stockholm. I think I pronounced that correctly. Okay, let's get straight to it, and that's different. I don't really need to do this. I know to get the batteries and stuff.
Battery switch on. Standby power selector. Auto. External power. Aldergrove ground, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Could you please send a ground power unit?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, a ground power unit is on the road.
Good.
On if available.
Put that on.
APU selector. Aldergrove ground, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, the jetway is going to be connected.
Catering
ground, BTM
and
2408
baggage.
November Zulu 2408. Could you please
They're
send the
already
catering
fueled
truck?
up to the amount that I want to be fueled up at.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408,
I often wondered why.
the catering
I
truck
know.
is on the road.
I'm pretty sure I know why. Why they didn't do the shark fin tips of the wings like they did with the Dash 4 or the 400 747.
BTM 2408
And it's because the
November
wings on
Zulu
this model are
2408
longer.
baggage is on the way.
So for ease and for aerodynamics, I think they just do them like curved or tapered, whatever they're called. Curved back more like the 777, but also curve upwards like a shark fin. It's not too much, but it's enough. Okay, it's right. Plug away with our flight plan. Get rid of that. We're in gate 22. If I remember correctly, and that should be a good spot so we can see all that crap. 478I, Iraq cycle, March 23rd, 2022. That's already yesterday. We were meant to get the sim update for the game yesterday, but because of the crash with the China Western or Eastern airline or whatever it was, they delayed it by a few days, which is silly to me. Virtue signaling, I don't really understand why. What's the point? Unless they're giving us a free 737 in the game, but they don't give us free planes at all. They charge us megabucks for it. Anyway, reference airport. We are at EGAA. And we're at gate 22. And our heading is up here. 247. Oh, we can take that and plug that in there. IRS is aligned, even though you'd have to do that manually and wait for good, I don't know. Depends on the area you're in and how many satellites and stuff are above you. EGAA, I got that in right, and we're going to ESSA. I was originally going to go from like Heathrow, but who cares? BFS, which is Belfast, and Arlanda. So then they've got the little domestic codes for the airports, for the company routes. BFS. RN01. Now I don't really need to put the company routes in. I'm not saving the route. Unless I could save the route. It'd be quite cool, to be honest. Alrighty-o, so we're going direct to a VOR called Bell. That's Belfast. But we don't even have a SID, and it's probably gonna give us duplicates. Yeah. Okay, we're north. We've got 2 Bell VORs. And I have a sneaking suspicion it might be this one. So I'm pretty sure in Ireland they're pretty damn close to the... hang on. The Western Hemisphere. Probably that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's that, because that is Greenwich Mean Time is like the main centre time, and then everything left onto that is east. I mean west. So it's probably this one. I need to have a look to see if we've got... It's annoying that it doesn't give me the coordinates for the points on the map. Unless it does, and I just don't notice it. Or maybe I don't have it generating on the flight plan, because I use the EasyJet's flight plan. I don't know, I just always have. It's just easy for me to follow. But then I think the standard one for SimBrief has the plot points. Okay, that's not an interactive map. This one is though. The very first plot point. It's, yeah, like 6 point something degrees west. So it's definitely that one. It's what I thought it was. And I'll just kind of pop the range out a bit. Here we go. There's Point Bell right there. Alright, next is another direct to MAC, which is another airport. And then when that goes in, we're going to GOW, which I'm guessing is Glasgow, possibly. Oh, okay. I wonder if that's the airport. No, it's a VOR, so it'll be this one. It's the only Northern Hemisphere one. I'm going to pop that out a bit more, just... Yeah, well, I can't see that yet because it's behind us, so we'll just pop the stuff in. And then we'll sort out the rest. GOW. We are in the Northern Hemisphere. Direct to PTH. Got a Perth in Scotland. Interesting. So it's 56.4 north, just about, and 3.4 west. And 3.4, so it'll be this one. Even though it's not, it says 56 by 26.5, but this one is between 56.4 and 56.6. This was, so that must have moved in real life. It's been moved, but it's this one. Direct to ADN. Directs. That's a bit weird. Probably give us another. I'm guessing it's Aberdeen or something. And that's 57.2, between 57.2 and 57.4, and 2422. What's this one? Very top one. Page ADN, direct to ZOL. This is really weird. Okay, that just let us put that in, no problems. Next to TOR, another VOR. This is just all using VORs for some reason, I don't know why. A lot of the waypoints must be missing from Navigraph and stuff. So that's an airport, I think. So that's between almost 59.1 and 59.2. And 10.2, 10.3. 59.1 to 59.2, so be 1.5, 59.1.5 or something. 4.17 to VOR. What that is. VOR, something like that. Both close, it doesn't really matter. After tour, we got KSD. Don't know why it's done that. Didn't want the KSD have another VOR unless they've gotten rid of it in real life. And it's now, because it's right on an airport, so maybe it's going to pick the airport. Here we go. Yeah, pick the airport automatically for some reason. We want 59.4 and 50 point between 59.4 north and 59.5 north. So there's only one option there. So with that, so we're picking that. And that was KSD. We're going direct to ARS. ARS. And that is between 59.5 and 59.6 north. Right near 59.6 and halfway between 16.6 east and 16.7. There's only one north. From ARS, we're going to ARL. Oh, please get off my screen. I can't see.
EZ554 cleared to Newcastle Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 07 climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure on 119.875, squawk 6761. EZ554 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.755.
That's so strange, it's taking us straight into the airport. Go edit fly quickly.
Aldergrove ground, EZ611 taxi to parking.
Should have really looked at those other.
611 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo Lima. Aldergrove ground, EZ554 requesting pushback. EZ554 pushback request accepted.
That's annoying. Alright, I've generated a new flight plan. That's
Aldergrove ground, EZ554 requesting the end of pushback.
let's delete.
EZ554 request to end pushback received.
Delete.
Aldergrove ground, EZ554 without
I don't want to follow VORs.
EZ554 taxi to end hold short of runway 07 using taxiway Lima, Charlie cross runway 17 Delta. Contact tower on 118 decimal tree when ready.
It's just weird.
Taxiing hold short runway 07 via taxiway Lima Charlie cross runway 17 Delta EZ554.
Alright. So we've got a proper flight plan that managed to generate and find. We're going, this one is another direct at the start to Gerva.
Aldergrove ground.
Sorry about the delay, everyone. It's annoying for me too.
EZ466 taxi to general aviation parking using
Taking
taxiway Bravo
Airway
Lima.
P600. I don't know if that exists.
Taxiing to
Does,
general
we're taking it to the
aviation
VOR
parking
called
via taxiway
TRN.
Bravo Lima, EZ466.
This is so frustrating. It wouldn't be that hard. It's just a VOR, man. Good thing TRN isn't actually that far. So Gerva is right by TRN, so I'm just going to get rid of that altogether and skip that part. Delete that. Let's see if I can go direct. Direct to TRN instead. Okay, it's gonna let me go direct to TRN. It doesn't like that. Airway. That's fine because it's a bit silly. If it actually lets me put it in. So TRN is 55,355 north, very west. Alright. Now from that we're taking the UM89. And we are going to take that to Rivot. I didn't like that either. UM82. Really hate how it takes so long to go through the database to actually put it in. Put in database. Okay, well fuck you then. So many of these aren't in the databases. Navam. That's really stupid. That's part of the issue with SimBrief. Because it's so old. Some of the data points in it that you can get access to for free. That one's not in the database either. Well, this is annoying. That means I have to go back to the VOR shit. I don't understand why this shit isn't in here. Ah, I spelt it wrong. It's Nivan, not Vivin. Nivun. Nivun. Good. Okay, that's gonna work now. P609. So next airway. Oh, and that's actually existing. Cool. We're taking that to Arjib with a G, not a J. And it was definitely B, yes it was. Ow, it doesn't like it because of the airway. That's so fucked up. Like, what's the point in having airways if it just doesn't like them? I think that's why. I think that's the whole thing of like why a lot of countries now are starting to drop airways altogether and just airways are just made up of. Look, it's done it by itself anyway. And the same one that was fine with it. It was just having a hissy fit. So pathetic. I don't understand this sometimes. Ooh. It took it. For some reason it wants to take the airway to LTOC. Then go back to LTOC, but it's, yeah. Okay, so we're done with that and we're going to start having a look now. And mode. So it's taken a lot longer than what I would have hoped for it to take. I'm sorry, everyone. Oh, piss off. There's the first point, and there's the airport. Even though I've got the airway selected, it's meant to go through a bunch of other stuff. Like all those other VORs that we put in that last one are meant to be along that route too. Okay, so there's LTOC, that's fine, I'm happy with that. Departures. Oh, there's someone on me. We know for the arrival. We are taking ILS 19 right. And we are taking the LTOC 7P. Alto.
Aldergrove ground, easy 186 ready to copy IFR clearance to Luton.
EV 186 is cleared to Luton Airport as filed. Take off runway 07 climb and maintain 7,000 feet.
And we are taking off
Departure
runway
frequency
7.
is 133.125, squawk 6651.
Let's do
Easy 186 cleared to Luton Airport as filed. Take off runway 07 climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Departure on 119.875 squawk 6651.
I'm curious to see what this looks like. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's do the other one then. It's a lot nicer. Let's do it. have successfully plugged that in with 30 minutes. Normally we'd be gone by now. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, 0 reserves. Let's try and burn through this cruising altitude. Cruise flight level. Ooh, it wants us at 250. No thanks. I'm gonna pick 360. Cost index is 298. This is different. I suppose it's because it was for a lower cruising altitude. Flaps is 10. V speeds 69. Yeah. Like that. So the ILS is, or should be, 110.7. ILS glide slope. That's a bit weird, it didn't that done, and I don't know why it's still lit up for execute. Cool. Think that's us. Map mode. Data, put terrain on, and start. Let's get the rest of the checklist done.
APU selector. Start then on. APU gen switches. Aldergrove ground, VTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 IFR to Arlanda ready to copy.
VTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 is cleared to Arlanda Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 07 climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119.875 squawk 2134.
On when avail lit. Fuel pumps. VTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 cleared to Arlanda Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 07 climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Departure on 119.875 squawk 2134. Fuel pumps.
VTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 taxi to and hold short of runway 07 using taxiway Lima Charlie cross runway 17 Delta. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready.
it's broken, the fucking response stuff.
Overgrove Airport information
NH
Alpha
3027.
1700 Zulu. Wind 140.
Oh, I got that right. Alright, so that failed. Alright. It's gone all funny because I've taken too long.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 pushback request accepted.
Wish that would hurry up. So I want the plane turned to the left. And as soon as I start telling it to do it, it will do it. Then I want it to turn me to the right, to then line me up in the taxiway that I want.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, your request has been transmitted to the operator. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, your request has been transmitted to the operator. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Definitely want to try do a flight in the jet, the Super Hornet. Definitely want to do the other aircraft that I've done for, like the Diamond, the TBM, the King Air.
2408 November Zulu 2408, request to end pushback received.
Levers idle. APU bleeders on. I want engine bleeds on. And I want the starters pulled. 4. And let's run. Why that, I suppose because the engines aren't on. And you start with 3 and 4 because I think that helps with the gets the power generated, and then you do the other ones. So when you're at the end, it just goes along with the flow of stuff and checking control surfaces and all of that because the hydraulics get powered by the other side. I'm pretty sure they should be able to be. Go. Yeah, let's just off. And we'll see the hydraulic. Once the engines come alive and are off the starter. There we go. So some fuel's been introduced into them now. So now it's pressurizing the hydraulics. Right. APU can come off. Outboard lights. Auto. Brakes work. About to get run over, mate. On landing or taking off. Kilometers away, another airport. Jeez, runways at some of these airports can be 5 kilometers long. Right. In contact with the tower.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 QNH 30.27 wind 142 at 17. Cleared for takeoff runway 07.
So we need as much runway as possible. That was a bad lineup. Alright, we're all set. Throttle on. We are heading off. Going the runway. We're rolling a bit. Okay, full power. Engines are stable. A bit all over the place. Geez, that wind. Wasn't a rate of climb.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Contact Scottish Center on 119.875. Good day.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Scottish Center QNH 30.27 continue to block as planned. Easy 615, you are 29 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS Zulu runway 25 approach via the 127P transition. Clear to the 127P. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Expect flight level 230.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS Zulu runway 25 approach via D127P transition. Clear to D127P easy 615.
Easy 837 contact Alder Grove approach on 133.125. Good day. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 climb and maintain flight level 190. Going to 133.125 easy 837. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 climb and maintain flight level 190. Expect flight level 330. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 climb and maintain flight level 190. Expect flight level 360.
Did I have that as our...
Easy 615, contact Aldergrove approach on 133.125.
360.
133.125 easy 615.
I need to remember I changed my sim rate settings. Yeah, we can change the standard. Okay, that hasn't. So instead of me doing normally like right bumper, so that's we're already going up to mainland England or the mainland United Kingdom. So instead of me doing what I normally do, which is right bumper up or down on D-pad, I've now changed it so it's like right bumper, left bumper, up and down.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, contact Manchester Center on
I've done that because when I wanted to do like stuff to do with the afterburner, so I could, when I do a Super Hornet stuff, I've made the afterburner button being left bumper, right bumper, and accelerate up because there was already a right bumper accelerate button. So right bumper and A on the Xbox controller.
Continue to block up as planned.
Yeah, I was about to say, when are you going to give me my instructions to climb?
Climb and maintain flight level 250.
Of course, it skipped a bunch of stuff. I don't like how it does that automatically now. That stuff. I'm right up by 3. Dropping it back down just so I can do this turn, because it probably won't like it. I'm not sure what it was doing just then. Started turning to the right.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Really? I'm just gonna go straight to 3.6. Should be able to just... do my own thing.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, contact Scottish Centre on 119.875. Good day. BTM BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Scottish Centre. Continue to Tango Romeo November as planned.
We're starting to fly through some cloud here, so hopefully the auto anti-ice starts kicking in. Speed up a bit. Down.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408 climb and maintain flight level 360.
Already ahead of you, lady. Alright, let's extend this out some more. Okay, so it's gone to speed mode, so let's go tally ho, 300 knots, attempt it and see what happens. Alright, she's kicked into cruise now. Looks like she wants just over 300 knots in cruise by default at this flight level. Got a nice kind of tailwind. That big beautiful girl. Really is the queen of the skies. Right. Further ado, let's speed her up. She's got an angle of attack 1 degree, which means she's pitching up a little bit. I kind of want her flat. So I'm going to see if I can get it to go to a speed of 310 knots. See if going a little bit faster will enable her to maybe drop. Oh, come on, accelerate. Nice big powerful engines. Okay, looks like she's struggling. You know that, so I'm gonna pull it back to 305. Who cares then? I'll just have to say it. Alright, let's sim rate it. Okay, so 4 increases the sim rate she does not like. I think she's more or less stable now. Let's increase it by the 3 because she was fine there. Starting to fluctuate now. England and Scotland, Wales and Ireland. I guess while that's doing that, I should have a look at I'm going to need to think about turning on the lights soon. The ILS, so by the first point, which is FAP, that's kind of funny. ILS, our minimums are 450. It's got a standing glide path of 3 degrees. Think about slowing down the sim rate here. It's going to start turning. I don't want it to have a hissy fit. And while that's doing that, I'll put in the minimums. Turn it very slow to do increments of 1 at a time for the barometer, otherwise it'll do big massive increments. We'll go for 50 as our minimums. Are pre select our auto brakes. Starts getting dark in the dome. Doesn't work. Alright. We're all set for night. Sim rate. 3. Okay, she's starting to fluctuate a bit wildly. I should sim rate off to get her comfortable. Right, I need to look at when we're starting our descent. Sim rate's such a beautiful thing. And I want to be at flight level 2,500. Final approach fix, I want to be at 2,500 feet. And oh, that's right, top of descent. Okay, so our top of descent. Should have added in this extra waypoint, the KSD waypoint that we had the last time. So it never misses just before we start getting to land. And then I'll be over land for a bit, going around the coastline, and I'll come to a little inlet, which is the inlet that goes to Oslo, capital of Norway, and then we fly over the border to Sweden, and then we come to a big lake in Sweden, and right when I'm passing over that lake, that'll be our top of descent.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408, contact Bodo Center on 118.55. Good day.
So I'll be about 154 miles out. $154 miles is our top of descent.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Bodo Center, continue to Arjip as planned.
54, so start seeing the stuff at 160. and start pulling in. That's from destination, so if I pop it like that, 320, that should be fine. See, now that's curving because of the curvature of the Earth. And while I'm at it, quick look at what the ATIS is. So this is from June 17th of June 2021, so last year, not even a year old. So that's good. So the ATIS is 119005. 119005. Double check that. I know I just said it a few times, but always handy to double check the stuff. Yep. Cool. Glad I got that shit on in advance, so then it's not a mad dash. Hey, sim rate. It looks like I'm doing more than a kilometre every second sim rate at this speed. Twilight zone now, there's no sun. Just look at the band of the darkness. And it goes from twilight to pure darkness. That's awesome that you can actually see that. So welcome to Norway, and see, that's the shadow of the Earth with the light of the sun. There we go, everyone, welcome to Norway. It reminds me a lot of we're fluctuating. Off. It reminds me a lot of what Iceland looked like for us when we did that Iceland flight from John O'Groats, or whatever it was called, in Wick in Scotland to Reykjavik, however you pronounce it. So I have no idea how hard or easy it will be for us to spot the stuff that I'm wanting to spot. The lake. Actually, I know a way we can do that. Let's bring out the VFR map. Oslo's up here. Here's our top of descent right here. Here's the lake. And at least I know there's mountains there. It shows me even the waypoints and the major airports. So there should be an airport To my right, won't be too far, but mind you, that's quite a far way out, so I'll probably be over here somewhere. Don't see any lights flashing that show you the length of a runway. Still see twilight. That's such a gorgeous shot like that. Apart from the look of the exhaust, but it's just the jet stream. I better zoom out a bit more. Alright, let's engage. Zoom right. So where's our next waypoint? Oh, shush plane. All these lights are for the Oslo area. Slow it down briefly just so to let it load, because I think it's having trouble loading. Unless we're about to cross into the border of Sweden and they haven't done the map data for that, because they did Norway and stuff, but they didn't do Sweden for the update, for one of the SimWorld updates. This guy's in a Cessna 252, I believe, C. for a moment there the game was about to crash because the audio, I'm not sure if you guys got the same sort of audio glitch I just got, but it's a bit worrisome.
BTM 2408 November Zulu
Oh, yeah, it's
2408
gone a bit
contact
choppy.
Belfast Intl on 118.0. Good day.
Okay, good. Oh, the tuning is still in there.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Alamo Center, continue to Archip as planned.
It's so annoying.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 contact Moto Center on 118.55. Good day.
Assholes, why?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Moto Center, continue to Archip as planned.
Okay.
Moto Center Scandinavian 462 was passing flight level 21.
Yeah, I was hoping. There we go. And I'll see when that's in use.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 contact Malmo Center on 118.0. Good day. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Malmo Center, continue to Archip as planned.
So when that changes to the ATIS, oh no, it's working. I'm gonna have a quick little look at this map for our top of descent here. See when exactly. Get rid of this because I don't. There'll probably be yeah, there's an airport that we fly right over. Okay, so we're showing the VLRs on this map. So these are the VLRs. KSD. What, there's NDBs or whatever. Yeah, what they're referred to as. But our top of descent is like right around here. Probably around more here. Oh no, that's Finn. Never mind. Okay, let's sim rate. Once we start getting to our top of descent, I'll ask to drop. I'll ask for 2,500 feet. There's the city with the end of the VOR. Alright, let's start asking to drop.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408 descent and maintain flight level 310. Expect flight level 260. BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408 descent and maintain flight level 310. Expect 16,000 feet. BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408 descent and maintain flight level 310. Expect 6,000 feet.
So I'll ask for another 3,000 off of that.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408 request denied.
Asshole.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408 descent and maintain flight level 310. Expect 4,000 feet.
It's picking up the glide slope for it already. Reaches this far, jeez. There must be another runway nearby for another airport that utilises. Let's minimise. So we're still not in use for that. I think because we're in the pitch black, I'll put my logo lights on and my wing lights so I can see if we've got any we put window heat on. This is a 3-1.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408 descent and maintain flight level 230.
I don't know why it insists on doing 252.
Climb 2408 November Zulu 2408 descend and maintain 13,000 feet.
Not in use. What are we at? 1,500 feet a minute, roughly, at the 250 knot descent rate, flight level change speed. Still see the twilight zone in the distance from this height. That's awesome. Yeah, I wonder if all these stars are. Oh, yes, that's right. Look, there's Orion. You can see Orion where I am at the moment as well. There's the three kings, as they call them, that line up with the pyramids of Egypt. Belt of Orion. And I think he's upside down for the southern hemisphere and right way up for the northern, if that's the case, but I have a feeling it's not. I think it's upside down. So I'm trying to look for Betelgeuse as a big red giant, like a super giant, almost one of the biggest that we know of that exists. Might be that, I don't know, probably not. Miles out. Pick up on that ATIS yet from 80 miles out? Nope, not in use. Chime. There's no smoke. I guess they don't promote smoking. Yeah, there's no smoking allowed, so you have to go into the bathroom if you want to smoke, I guess. I'm not liking how high we still are. I'm going to use some spoilers. Come on. We have a nice drop in speed here. I mean drop in height, not drop in speed. We're still not in use. Oh, vertical speed mode. Still not in use, that's a bit.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408 continue to SA 821 turning and following heading 065 for Zulu navigation.
I'm going to drop our height. Miles out.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408 and maintain 7,000 feet. BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408, you are 25 miles northwest. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors ILS runway 26 approach.
No. 119 right.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408, roger. BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
No, I'm not landing runway 26.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors. ILS runway 19er right approach.
Alright, we're way too fast. I'm
Circle to
heading.
land runway 26. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Contact Stockholm approach on 123.755. Good day. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Stockholm approach QNH 30.39er continue as planned. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, please expedite your descent 7,000 feet.
Why hadn't it done that already?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, you are 4 miles north of Arlanda. Descend and maintain 2,500 feet. Contact Arlanda Tower on 128.73. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Arlanda Tower. QNH 30.3, 8 wind 249er at 12. Cleared ILS, runway 19er right approach. Arlanda Airport information Alpha 19000. ETM 2408 November Zulu 2408 wind 22 tree at 10.
Not.
Clear to land runway 26.
Not gonna land 26. The runway is the wind is coming into my wings slightly. The other way will be a tailwind. So stupid. I don't know why it says radios. I'm on barometer, which is down here, 450. So we're all set. Auto brakes on 3. We've got run the glide path. I'll turn off my directors. I'll turn off auto throttle.
1000.
Bit high. 3 whites.
400. 300. Minimums.
Oh, visibility.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408 contact ground on 121.908.
Jeez. Okay, because I had auto brakes on still. Wow.
Arlanda Airport information. Arlanda Airport information Alpha 19000 Zulu. Wind 22 tree at 10. Visibility tree. Sky condition clear. Temperature 6. Dew point 10. QNH tree 0.39er. ILS runway 2.
Don't know where I'm parking. The game's not giving me. looks like I'm just gonna pick somewhere. This sucks. I hate it when this happens. When these guys don't even... It just blows. It blows my mind how much money these guys get and they can't fix these issues. Like, stop pumping out or working on updates of your massive bloody team. It shouldn't even take that long with how many people they've got, and start fixing the shit they've already got in the game and fully fleshing out the aircraft. Because at the moment it's shit with a lot of issues. On taxi clearance, it's not giving me taxi clearance. Thinks I've parked up.
Ground, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. No pushback tug is available.
And it's because the audio's out. Should be able to just taxi to parking. It's like this one where it's... It says not in use, but it clearly is. Yeah, no, nothing. Alright, we're in our own. We used a lot of that runway because we're still... Oh, it's crashing. Oh. So that looks like general aviation parking on the right. These looks like the gates. These ones over here look quite big. Bigger. These look like light ramps, so I'm gonna turn right. We'll get the APU up and running. None of those look like large gates. Those ones do though, right there. I can't tell if they've got actual gates, jetways that connect. Those ones do. I'm gonna go for those ones with the white jetways that I can see over there. I don't trust these orange ones to work. I'm gonna go to this one that already has the tug and everything on it. I have a feeling someone else was just here. This person in the Airbus. Oh, that's a real plane. Boy. At least this has numbered gates. F-35. Does he still want me to come forward? No. I don't care what he wants. This definitely isn't a gate for this type of plane. This is a gate for small aircraft. So I don't know where the heavies would go, but... Eugene's on, okay. Get the jetway connected.
BT M2408 November Zulu 2408, the jetway is going to be connected.
I think this is actually meant to be where I was going, but I somehow doubt that because there's not enough room between the aircraft. There's nowhere near enough room for another plane to be in next to me.
BT M2408 November Zulu 2408, the catering truck is on the road.
And let's get the baggage off.
BT M2408 November Zulu 2408, baggage is on the way.
Yeah, the other side probably would have been for this plane because it's definitely a bigger. Nah, still no. Right. I forgot to put her into approach mode. Oops, that was naughty. For that at least. Yeah, everything looks good now. She's had some time to... It's that. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, hit that follow button so you get notified when I go live next with whatever I go live next with. I'll also be exporting this to my YouTube channel, so be sure to check that out if you want, because I upload all my clips and stuff to there, which I can't do to here on Twitch. So if you guys mosey on over there and like what you see, then why not help me out and subscribe? It means a hell of a lot to me and very much appreciated. There's a link to that underneath the live stream panel, as well as in the description of the past streams, and on my YouTube channel if you're interested in finding my Twitch, where I do where I do all of my live stream stuff. Follow the link in the channel banner, as well as in the past stream subscription. Drop a comment on stuff you guys would like to see me do next, or things you think I could do better with, or just to pop in and say hey. And I hope you're having a great day or a great night wherever in the world you are. Peace out, everyone. Have a great one.